You know very well that you cannot have goodness without some type of mind to create and define it. In order to understand goodness, there has to be a mind. This tree has no understanding of good. This cement has no understanding of good. See, good can't just exist because goodness requires definition, and it's an intangible value that you can't measure. You can't grab goodness, which means you got to have a mind involved in defining what is good.
If we're going by that definition, then what is defining God? All the arguments you could give for God could also go for good, just as a general concept. It could just exist eternally out of time, unmeasurable.
If God exists, God doesn't depend on anybody. If goodness as an intangible value exists, it depends on a mind to define it.
God would also be an intangible.
Obviously, that's right.
It could, like, coming from a different viewpoint, outside of trying to see where, the reasoning for things, you could say that it could be what we define as God, societally, could just be the existence of just that good, in the same context of eternal and timeless and all that. Like,
if there is no God, goodness is not eternal, because goodness demands a mind to define it. Which means,
then in giving that same argument, then what mind defines God? There would be something above him if something has to make him or define him.
God can be an eternal being without beginning, without end.
I don't think you see my point, because just goodness could be the same thing. You're giving goodness a different definition.
I told you flat out, and I think you're smart enough to get this point. Goodness demands some mind to define it. The tree, the cement, has no ability to understand goodness. Got to have a mind. Do you see that, or do you disagree with me?
I think we're coming to different definitions of good, because then, there's still, outside of that though, given your definition of good, still, why does evil or suffering exist? I'm just saying, given yours, why does evil and suffering exist?
But sir, I got a real problem with your thinking, all right? I don't think you're being honest with yourself. You know very well that I've cornered you totally. Intellectually. You know very well that you cannot have goodness without some type of mind to create and define it. It's impossible. This does not define goodness. That does not define goodness. And that camera does not define goodness. And your glasses do not define goodness. Neither does your shirt, your pants, or your sneakers. You've got to have a mind to define goodness. Sorry, you have no option intellectually. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with Jesus. It has to do with simply thinking fairly.